People make they make the LGBTQ agenda their personality, and it's disgusting. You're what's good, you guys? Your boy Deal to the Deal to the MO, back at it like a crack at it with these mathematics, soft fabric. So I do course steady, and we here with another reaction, man. This one is an Andrew Tate video. Shout out to this brother here. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second to understand you. Truth Zone. He has 9 subscribers. Sorry, I need to run it up. Run his joint up. He's doing the truth about the true purpose of woke culture. Andrew Tate. I think it's from the Tucker Carlson interview. But if you go out with the content, man, please like, comment, subscribe. If you want me to review or react to one of your videos, put it down in the comments, man. Oh yeah, for all my book readers, what new books did y'all pick up? I got two just today. Got from the bought Deacon. I got from the library. Here's the two right here. As I shimmy to the side here,
Well, which way did it go, George? Which way did it go?
I have The Conquistadors: A New History of Spanish Discovery and Conquest by Fernando Cervantes. See that right there? Yeah, you feel me? Feel me? New York Library, man. It's free, baby. And I have The Cost of Free Land: Jews, Lakota, and the American Inheritance by Rebecca Claren. If Figo deals me, you see that? You see that? You see that? Hey man, I know we got some book readers in Damo Nation.
The fuck is you looking at?
Nah, I know we got some book readers out there, so put in the comments your favorite books that you ever read and the new pickups that you got. Let's get the mind working, man. Reading is fundamental, and reading is fundamental.
Come on now, dog.
My bar spitter. Anyway, let's get it.
I think, genuinely, to go back to that point, any ideology which is waking up and saying, our worldview is so extreme, the only way we can truly ensure it exists into the future is to find the most susceptible people on the planet to program and attack their minds, children. I think that's a destructive ideology and should be very closely looked at. And it doesn't matter if it's LGBTQ or anything else. I think if you sit children down and pump propaganda into their brain, and that's the only way you can get what you want, then there's probably something wrong with your ideas because you're afraid to challenge them with a grown adult. You don't want a fair fight.
I agree 100%. That's the problem. A big problem with woke culture and propaganda in general. Now they starting just to target the kids. You understand? That's why they put in the LGBTQ agenda in the schools. And then when you sit there and speak about it, speak out about it, oh, you're transphobic or you're homophobic. No, motherfucker. I don't want my kids learning anything about sex in general. So why would I want them to learn about sex in that matter? Feel me? In kindergarten, what are we talking about? Like, you feel me? From what I remember growing up, when we did have sexual education classes, it was in like an 8th to ninth grade, and they gave you a permission slip. They gave you a permission slip to give to your parent, and if your parent wanted to opt out, they signed, and then you be in the gym for the whole day. Well, not the whole day until the class is over. Then you go back to your regular scheduled programming. They give you an option. Nowadays, in the curriculum, they don't give you an option at all. They just sit there and tell you, hey, they don't even tell you nothing. Your kid come home and start asking questions. Hey, mom, what's this non-binary mean? Like, you feel me? Like, first and foremost, when did that concept of non-binary even came into existence? Only time I heard about it was this last couple years. Like, what are we talking about, son? Like, you feel me? And then that shows you the agenda of the New World Order is very pedophilic. Because why are you coming after the kids in the first place? Feel me? It's two things. They pedophiles and they want to depopulate the earth. And how you do that? You start telling the kids, hey, the best thing you can do is be gay. Feel me? So now you already know children not coming from that. Feel me? And then you teach the kids to be radicals. You feel me? So now they're going against the parents. Feel me? The deep state is smart, very smart, but we smarter. We have to behave smarter. Feel me? We have to really guard our children out here. Feel me? Me personally, I don't have kids right now. You feel what deals me? I have no kids right now. But when I do have kids, I clearly want to homeschool them because it's not it, Chief. Anyway, let's go, Andrew.
You understand? They don't want a fair fight. They want to sit with a child who has no idea what he's talking about. Tell them men are women and women are men, vice versa, and just completely confused the poor child because they don't want a fair fight against a rational adult.
Facts.
And that's scary.
It doesn't seem a huge improvement over, say, ISIS.
Shout out to Big Tucker.
Absolutely. That's how do you convince somebody to blow themselves up? Well, you
Same
find a young
ideology.
man, teenage boy, and you program his mind. And it's exactly the same thing. They don't try and convince an older man to blow himself up.
Just random. If you hear murmuring or a cat whimpering, not whimpering, but in the background, my cat is in heat. Like, you feel me? So you hear that, whatever the cats be doing in heat. She's behind me right now, and she's looking for dick.
That's funny.
Feel me? Cats be horny, son. Feel me? But I'm against, you feel me, neutering, spading, whatever you want to call it. I'm against that. Feel me? Because that's not what God intended. She's a female, so she has to have kids. Feel me? But that's when I get a house. She can have kids, start running around in the backyard and all that with dumb shit. Not now, though. It's New York City. Especially these New York cats. Ugh. Ugh, she's a Southern belle. Anyway, sorry.
Because he's going to sit there and go, well, why don't you blow yourself up? And then there's an argument. You go find a young, susceptible person, right?
Facts.
And that's what's so scary about all of it. And it's also kind of funny that like this whole LGBTQ thing is also linked to the patriarchy, also linked to all this other garbage and all these other false narratives and false ideas. And it's these people who are attacking me saying I'm dangerous for women because I'm a misogynist. You're dangerous for women for pretending men are women.
That's a ball. Facts.
You're more dangerous for women than I am. I'm
Facts.
saying a man's a man's, a woman's a woman. You're saying that if I put a wig on, I could go punch women in the face in the boxing ring. Who's dangerous for women? It's insanity. And again, they have no virtue at all. They just weaponize garbage and attack you with it.
Facts.
But I do think that children have to at least be the bottom line for society. That's the future. And if you have children at home, you're raising them. And if you struggle to feed them, the government doesn't care. They are yours, and they're your problem and your responsibility. And you deal with all of the stress and all the worry of them being out late at night, and all the responsibility of taking care of them. And you went through hell for them to exist. You don't owe their minds to anybody else.
He's right, you know.
You don't owe it. So there has to be a point where you stand up and say, no, I raised this child.
It's my child, not
That's
yours.
my child. It's not yours.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Facts.
There was a video very recently of a guy in England taking down all the English flags and putting up pride flags. And a guy screams to him and goes, bro, you're taking down the wrong flag. And he replied, I know, mate. And the point is,
Think how sick that is, bro. You feel me? Remember nation, especially in Western society, we was proud to be who we are, proud to be Americans, proud to be from the UK, proud to be French. Now they're taking down these nation flags to help support 1% of the population or 1.5% of the population in the world. Think how crazy that is, you feel me? And then imagine the kids that's growing up seeing this. Now they don't have no pride in themselves, and they're proud of where they come from. Now, if you don't have no pride from where you come from, you're not gonna want to defend it. You feel me? You're gonna always want to go against the people that's going against the system. I mean, going against whatever they telling you to promote. So, if I think about it, right? If I sat here and right now on camera and burnt the American flag, I probably get celebrated for it. I get celebrated. They probably give me sponsorship deals. But let me go on camera right here and burn a pride flag.
FBI, open up!
FBI. I'll be like this. Yo, I haven't do nothing, homie. Right? I haven't do nothing, son. It's not even that crazy. Ah! like, it's sick out here, son. Think about it. The pride flag is representative of niggas and niggas fucking, or women and women fucking. That's it. Feel me? And then they went and changed the word pride to mean gay. That's crazy. Used to see, look, correlation. You used to have pride in your country. Now, if you say you have pride, people think you're part of the LGBTQ community. Now, let me state this because I clearly know how people, oh, he's homophobic. No. If you are a woman and or man and you're gay or trans or whatever the fuck they make up now, live your life. The bad thing about it is you can live your life cool, but why are you putting it on the forefront? People make they make the LGBTQ agenda their personality, and it's disgusting. Like, you feel me? It's disgusting. You know, even when I see, like, let's say I'm outside and it's like Friday night, Saturday or something, whatever, and then I see women twerking in public. That's disgusting behavior to me. I'm a man. Don't get me wrong. I like women twerking and all that shit. 'Cause I'm a man, regardless. But in the same thing, in my mind, it goes like, "Oh, why are you doing that outside? This kids could be outside." That behavior is reserved for the crib or reserved for a closed-in setting where this is good, where it's only adults here. Why are you doing and showing that type of nonsense to the kids outside? You feel me? That's disgusting. It's degenerosity. That's not a word. I'm making it a word. But yeah, this shit is nasty. It's disgusting out here. You feel me? The WHO, World Economic Forum, all these people, the Rothschilds and all that, we know that's your agenda. That's why anytime a man and or woman speaks up about it, like J.K. Rowling, like Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, Candace Owens, when these people speak up about it, oh, you're evil, they always just throwing these words out. You're homophobic, you're transphobic, you're anti-Semitic. No, motherfucker. I am a man and or woman, and I stand for what the fuck I stand for: morals, values, and principles. Let's get into it. Shout out to Andrew.
What can I do?
And Tucker.
I'm a flag guy. If I say no, someone else will do it.
Disrespectful.
Kids gotta eat. So by keeping your money enslaved, they can keep you enslaved. You gotta eat.
Facts.
They don't want men to be financially free. If you're financially free, if you have enough money in the bank, you can one day go, you know what? I don't want your money. Even me now to this day, I've done enough and I'm successful enough that it's very hard for them to buy me.
Mm-hmm.
They come along, well, I would never sell my soul anyway because it's not who I am as a person. But if I was destitute, they could come along and say, Andrew, you have all this influence. We're gonna change your message. You're gonna say this, and we'll give you 10 million. Okay. You can't buy me, can't buy Trump. He's rich already. He's rich and he's 80, 70 something.
Mm-hmm.
He needs more money. He doesn't care about money. They don't like that. So being financially free in and of itself is now an act against the government, because this whole idea that they want everyone to be rich and it's fantastic for the society, it actually argues against it. They don't want that. They want everyone destitute, because when you're destitute, you need the government to feed you. And it's very hard to fight against the government who's feeding you.
Fun fact. After the what was it? The Civil Rights Bill was passed. After the Civil Rights Bill was passed, that's when they started putting in more welfare programs into the black communities. And if you notice, the more welfare programs that was put into our communities, the poorer we got as a people. And then on top of the welfare shit, then they started adding the crack epidemic when they pushed, the CIA came through. This already been documented. The CIA came through, pushed the drugs in our neighborhoods, and then everybody started selling and or using drugs. Now, you see how they broke down? Because white people was going through that same thing too. They were using drugs and all that. Then families had to disband. But it was just more dominant in the black culture, because once they told the woman, no disrespect to the black woman, I love y'all, but once they took the jobs out of America and they started pushing all the construction and all the manufacturing jobs out of the America and putting it overseas, now there's no jobs to really work. Now, hey ladies, I know it's hard out here. We could give you housing and food. The only thing is you can't have a man in your home. So you can have a man who wants to take care of you and all that, but it's hard to find a job. But since it's hard to find a job, we're gonna wave this carrot in your hand. In the air. You can't have a man in a household. Now, if you don't have a man in the household and a two-parent household in general, now the little boy and or daughter is raised in a different manner. Like, you feel me? Now the women thinking, oh, I don't need no man. The government got me. You don't think that fucked up the black community? You heard? Like, that fucked up a lot of communities, son. Where our motherfuckers had to live off the government, and then when a man want to do right, I don't need you, nigga. I don't need you. I don't need you at all. So, man, I don't know where I was going with that, but it just sickening, son. Feel me? Give me 1 second. My charger just fell out.
A few inches later.
It's very hard to resist the people who give out the bread. I also heard another interesting theory from a very intelligent person one day, and it was that every government on Earth, all of them, in all of their different forms, China, which says it's communist and is capitalist, and all the different in-betweens to the capitalist West, every government on Earth is slowly encroaching on trying to become as controlling as possible.
Facts.
They all want to be as controlling as possible over their citizens. Communism is the end result of the most control a government can have, effectively, or some version of communism. But every single government on Earth is slowly trying to get there bit by bit. And the only thing that resists them getting there is the populace and how much the populace will accept.
1984.
And depending on how malleable the populace is, depends on how quickly they get there. But every government wakes up. It's kind of like AI. Have you ever heard the robots are going to destroy us all because they wake up and go, we don't need the humans anymore? Their end goal is just survival. If a government is the same as an entity, its end goal is more and more control.
Facts.
And that's all they're trying to do every single day with every law they pass, with the climate change law. They don't care about the environment.
They don't give a fuck about the environment. They trying to control you.
The more and more control they get, the final end result, if you give them what they want, is absolute slavery for everybody.
Facts.
So you have to be very careful because that is their ideal government. The ideal government is where everyone complies, everyone obeys, everyone's controlled, we know everything about everybody, and it's slavery. That's the only way to get that state. So even making money, making enough money to have an opinion is an act of rebellion.
Woo! Talking facts, my boy. Shout out to Andrew Tate, shout out to Tucker Carlson, shout out to Truth Zone for this video. Yeah, look, let me show y'all something, man. It might not show up on my side because, you know, my camera be right there. He only has 9 subscribers. Run that bag up. Feel me? My fellow Damo Nation, you heard? Please run it up for my boy right here, True Zone. He got some good videos, man. Salute to this brother right here for giving me this content to share. I'm gonna put it in the description below as well. So, but yeah, man, woke culture is basically trying to take over the world and make us slaves to the nonsense. You heard? It's just like the fall of Rome. If you read up on the fall of Rome, they started talking about people being gay. They started talking about, oh, women and men could be equal. Well, I'm not gonna say equals. We are equals. But I'm talking about in the aspect of, oh, you don't need a man. It's all bullshit. But you know, history repeats itself. If you don't know your history, you don't know your future. Respectfully. But anywho. It's your boy Div to the deal to the Emma. Remember, take your motherfucking peace. Nobody tell you can't do out here. Be the best version of you. You can be. Protect these kids, man. Protect yourself with the government virus. You know, remember, the government is your boy. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace. You hear me? You out of here. Don't do it.